Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about the Bell Hotel protest that happened last week on the 17th of July in Epping. So, a 38-year-old Ethiopian male, I'm not going to say his name because it's a right godful, has been allegedly arrested and charged with 3 counts of assault. I can't say that because of YouTube community guidelines. I wonder why. So much for freedom of fucking speech. Exactly. Anyway, so the people of Epping, rightly so, have been protesting for the safety of the children and for the deportation of all these illegal immigrants coming over. Which, by the way, 500 to 600 undocumented fighting-aged men come into our country every day. I repeat, 500 to 600 undocumented fighting-aged men come into our country every day. It's bonkers, isn't it? They've no intentions in integrating into our society. They hate our British values, they hate our culture, and they think it's acceptable to come to our country and commit crimes on our innocent citizens. Yeah, deport the fucking lot of them. Get them gone. You sick, twisted wrong-uns. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but it only takes 1 or 2 to make them all look bad. And for the fact that they're all undocumented, yeah, means that we don't know who they are, we don't know what their background is, etc. So it's going to cause concern, innit? But these attacks, they're not rare anymore. They're getting more common. They're up and down the country. I mean, I even had one in my local bloody town yesterday. I heard about it yesterday in Sutton in Ashfield. A young girl's been raped. You know, it'll be on everybody's doorstep soon. But it's like, what do you do about it when the government aren't listening? They're doing that on purpose. Because there's a plan behind all this. And I'm going to go into that now. It begins with a K. Well, I'll spell it out for you. K-A-L-E-R-G-I plan. Yeah? That's the plan. It's labelled as a conspiracy theory. But you can say what you want, innit? But the plan is to breed us out of existence, yeah? With all these lot coming in. And to destroy our values. If you want any more information on it, just go on YouTube. There's loads of videos about it. And, oh, and by the way, YouTube, yeah, don't demonetize this video. That's only a conspiracy theory. I don't believe in it. So where were we? Yeah. So all these undocumented fighting-age men come into our country, think it's right, you know, to shaft our system. The UK opens their arms to these people, welcomes them in, and they treat our citizens like crap. Like you say, shaft our system. Just run around like raged lunatics, most of them, sat outside schools, yeah, waiting for young kids, drinking beer. It's pathetic. But are these protests going to do anything? Me personally, I don't think they are. It's like I said, Keir Starmer's not listened to a word anybody said. Did he listen to anybody when the Southport riots were happening? Did he? Fuck. So what makes you think he's going to listen now? I mean, I hope to God I'm wrong with these protests, because it's fantastic that people are out there, you know, protesting for the safety of our kids and, you know, for the deportation of all these wrong-uns. It's great. But I just think it's a lose-lose situation because, like you say, if you stay peaceful, the government are just going to insert agitators into the crowd to kick off, like we've already seen at Epping. I'm going to touch on that in a bit. That's what they're going to do. Oh, if you stay peaceful, then what? The government aren't going to listen. So what's the solution? You have to. I'm looking at it realistically. Do you know what I mean? I'm not knocking everybody for protesting because fair play to them. Yeah, people have had enough. You know, water's pissing off at pot. It's fucking. This country's ready to explode, and I just hope to God people stay peaceful. But even if they stay peaceful, the government aren't going to listen. The plan's in place. The K plan, the K-A-L-E-R-G-I plan, yeah? Orchestrated by the elites. These governments are just puppets on a string, yeah? They're just getting orders from the elites and the government are following the orders, man. That's what it's all about. Anyway, let's get back to protest. I'm going to go down there. There's a massive hill. I'm going to brave it. Fuck it. Right, so the Epping protest on 17th, it started peaceful. until the far left Stand Up for Racism crew arrived, which, by the way, were bussed in by the police. Exactly, yeah. I mean, I call these Stand Up for Racism. I mean, I think they should rebrand, yeah? It shouldn't be Stand Up for Racism, it should be Stand Up for Noncism. So if you're watching this, next time put that on your placards, yeah? Because that's what you're supporting. It's disgusting. So yeah, they got bussed in, escorted, right close to the Bell Hotel protesters, obviously to antagonise and cause a scene. So then the protesters would kick off. And then the media can write the puff piece editorials and, label us as far-right thugs, which Keir Starmer did, didn't he? So they got what they wanted. You know what? The police, the councils and the government are complicit in this. They caused this. It were all a plan to make us kick off so they can label us as far-right thugs. And it worked, didn't it? You know what? The people shouldn't have risen to it. But I get it. Tensions are running high. People are fed up. And they're going to snap. But yeah. It's one of them, innit? But like I said, you're going to get agent provocateurs, infiltrators in the crowd. You know, it's only like a select number of people that kick off. A vast majority of the people at the protest are peaceful. But it's only a few that ruin it for everybody. But like I said, it's a lose-lose anyway. If you're peaceful, they're not going to listen. If you're violent, they're just going to lock you up and just fucking throw a book at you. Yeah, and come out with more laws to fuck us up. So I don't know what the solution is, guys. I really don't. But yeah, anyway. The police intentionally kept them there. They surrounded them, obviously get your words out, protected them. To cause, to instigate violence and to agitate the Bell Hotel protesters. But eventually, they walked them back into the village near this petrol station, I think it were. And, police formed a line around the far left Stand Up for Noncism crew. Bottles got thrown, eggs got thrown, flour got thrown on cops. There were odd scuffles. And before this bloke got his tooth knocked out by Riot Shield. When he were only shouting at the cop, he weren't doing anything wrong. Yeah? But can you see how differently we get treated compared to them? But anyway, it all kicked off, yeah. But the police chief, or is it Peter Blenchenley? I could have got his second name wrong. He did an interview at Daily Express, didn't he? And somebody asked him about, basically, did you chauffeur the far left in and chauffeur them out? He basically denied it. Ha ha! You lying bastard. There's fucking video evidence of it, mate. And has he resigned now? I could be wrong. But I hope he has. But that Peter is a former chief police detective or something. He was the one that said hate speech is the biggest threat to our society or something like that. So he's against freedom of speech, isn't he? Scumbag. Yeah, and he's got like a 13% crime success rate, so that says it all about him. I think his nickname's fucking BJ or something. Yeah, he's hated by force. I hope he's resigned. Good riddance, you scumbag. Yeah, you're complicit in this. You knew damn well what you were doing, mate. Yeah, to cause a scene so you can label us as far right thugs. And anyway, that happened with that. So the police escorted him back to train station. And a few scuffles happened, blah, blah, blah. I might have missed, yeah, some cop vans got smashed. Oh, and I forgot to mention, a cop van ran two people over, literally. Tanked straight at them, like, never even slowed down. I mean, what's all that about? Did Extinction Rebellion, did BLM, yeah? Did Free Palestine, did they get the same treatment? No, they didn't. Yet we get mowed down by vehicles, get battered by riot shields. We get told to pull our bellies down. But yet all the far left Stand Up for Noncism are all there ballied up. Talk about two-tier policing. But we know why, because they're paid. They get paid £40 to £60 a day to stand there, all with the same signs. Racist, racist, whatever. So they're just paid by the government. So we know the score. It's a load of bollocks. But yeah, it's madness, isn't it? But they don't. I can remember when the far right did a counter protest against the far left in London somewhere. I can't remember what the protests were about. But one thing I can remember is the far right. I don't like to use far right, but I will. They got kettled on Westminster Bridge. Can you remember that? 200 of them got kettled by TSG in full riot gear. Got made to stand there for like 4 or 5 hours. Some of them got handcuffs slapped on them. Most of them got arrested. Yeah, can you see the two-tier policing? Can you see the difference between how we get treated compared to how they get treated? It's an absolute fucking disgrace, man. All by design, all orchestrated by the government to make us look bad. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that protest, and then there were another Bell Hotel protest, weren't they? Were it last Sunday? I could be wrong. Basically, it happened again. This far left stand up for noncism supporter infiltrated the crowd. Somebody spotted her. They're like, I recognise you from other daylight. Anyway, police soon protected her. Yeah, they backed her into a corner, protected her. And like, here we go again. Trying to agitate the crowd to make us look bad yet again. Fair play though, most of them were peaceful. Not a lot happened until they escorted the woman into like the village town, you know, where all chippies and shops were and that. And then basically kept her there. I think they did that to split the crowd up because they knew what protesters had follow her. But after that, not a lot really happened. The police shut the side road off, and a lot of protesters started heading back to Bell Hotel. And there was this undercover cop. I can't even talk today. There was this undercover cop car parked on the side of the road. I think that was planted intentionally, knowing somebody had damaged it. Anyway, this masked lad jumps on windscreen light, smashing shit out on it. And then police came, like, formed a line. I think they stopped them from going to Bell Hotel. And it was just a bit of a standoff, and that were it, really. And then they called for curfew at 10:30, and that were it. Police chopper in the sky. But I think these protests are planned up and down country now, aren't they? Is there still some migrants in the Bell Hotel? I've heard they've moved a few, but there's still some left in there. But that's all they're going to do, yeah? You can protest outside as many hotels as you want, yeah? All they're going to do is move them to another location. It's not solving anything. You know, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is the start of change in our country. You know, let's get these fuckers deported, man. Our streets aren't safe anymore. Our children aren't safe. I mean, I've had a local incident happen near me. It's going to be on every fucker's doorstep soon, and it's frustrating, isn't it? But the government aren't listening. Like, they never listened with Southport, so why are they going to listen now? And you can say that K plan's all a conspiracy theory, but does it not add up? Is it not making sense? The government clearly have the resources and the funding for the Navy to stop all this, so why aren't they? It's simple, just send them back. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's enough for me. If you're a new viewer and you enjoyed that video, please subscribe. It's free, it don't cost you anything. And thank you for watching. And thank you for everybody that subscribes, likes, comments, all that good shit. I love you all. It's good to be back. Massive respect to everybody. Respect.